Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on Facebook, turned into real conversations, that turned into a podcast on Facebook. But don't pretend like we didn't create a culture over here, whether it was rooted in Africa or not, whether it's
monkey see, a monkey do. Trick, please. Trick, please. Why you trying to do everything that I do? Monkey. I'll show you how to flip it in the cheese. Trick, freeze. Trick.
Might be the dumbest man in America. I've never seen anything like this.
Correct.
Who implicates himself in a book? What's a
the same thing? She can actually talk about different things.
The fact that he said he was better than Q, and like.
Have a relationship with my biological father. God brought other men in my life to follow. And
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Remember me? Take a picture. Let's do like, come on, man.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, they don't have a
Yeah, mic check. Am I good? Yeah, mic check. Hey, I'm spitting like N.W.A. was my daddy, and you can catch me rolling all through Cali in the caddy. Where's the addy? You better get at me. If you don't know, man's third degree is nasty. With the microphone spit, then I proceed. I show you right now, I don't got greed in my heart, but I will just spark maybe the brain and maybe make you get your thoughts out and put it out. And you coming on the show, you talk a lot, but you acting like a hoe. With those subliminals, we don't hear you. Right now, I told you right now, we don't fear you. The only thing I fear is G.O.D. So right now, I don't think you're stopping me. The one they call 3-guard degree. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Better yet, you better bang yourself. Don't play with something like me. You better play with something safe. Better yet, correct your face. I'm on a paper chase. You acting like you kinda slow. I might call you mace. You might freebase, no, we don't do that. Like I show you right now, yes, we control rap. Negative influence, who you talking about? And I suggest that you watch your dirty mouth. You might get dragged out, aired out. I don't play fair, yes, I'm standing right there. Lyrical nightmare, I'm ready for warfare. And I don't care if you stepping up with the dude with the mad glare. Oh, it's kinda hot out in the IE. So I suggest you really don't try me. I despise thee that be trying to come up. You better think about the thoughts real wisely before you step to the mic. You might get dropped. Like I said right now, man, we like Microsoft. We all over the world, we global. Like I told you, man, you just staying local. You ain't got no balls. They're trying to step up with that when they call third degree, cause I'm a true boss. Holocaust, throw them up, pin you against the wall. I don't really care at all, that's me. Watch you crawl up on your knees as you plead for forgiveness. I got Quest Method X as a witness. And how do I begin to freestyle? Oh my God, man, they really let the beast out. And I'm about to feast with no fork, knife, or spoon. But I suggest you give me room, cause we don't really care about your egos. We deflate those and we just stack them up like they Legos. We getting pesos, laying out in Dago. I'm making moves, bam, that's when I say so. Oh, yeah, you thought it was me, but like I said, literally, that when they call third degree, about to go ahead and just stop it. I'm harder than a rocket. You love the gossip, you better stop it and watch it. You see what we drop, recent, and we really that decent. With the flow, so you know, I'm not your average Negro. We only out to get the dough. So let's go and start the show. What's good, y'all? What's good? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yo.
What's the deal?
We got Quest back. There he is.
Oh yeah, man, back in the building. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing, man?
Back in the building.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, I needed you, bro. I felt this whole Chris Brown conversation without you there, bro.
Hey, man, yeah, I was watching it. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a good combo though, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though you was a little sheepish over there, Method. You know what I'm saying? I expected more from you, sir.
I'm sorry. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I just don't see it that way.
He don't see nothing wrong.
I don't see nothing wrong with Janet either.
Like, the man bumping and grinding on your wife. Hell no. Hell to the no.
Tight-ish.
Not worried. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different. I just got a lot of confidence. Right? I'm like,
hey man, confidence and respect, two different things, man.
Yeah. It's good. It's a bucket list.
It's a respect factor, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's still respectful that you're gonna have a good time, but we obviously have different thoughts, views, and opinions on respect. So,
yeah, I think we all came up just a little different, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't care if Jesus come down here and ask you for out there, she can take down his business. You know what I'm saying? Get on.
Yeah.
You want listen to grind on Jesus?
Hell no.
But hell no. But bro, it wasn't. I mean, it has yet to be confirmed, but it wasn't. He didn't just throw her stuff out over that. It's the fact that she allegedly took $20,000 of their own money and paid for the Chris Brown experience.
Yeah,
that's so. I don't. Once again, I don't know if there's any.
Did she pay for it or did
she pay for it? She paid for it. She took $20,000, bro.
Oh yeah.
No. I would have put on my Timberland boots and gave her the big cake.
Thank you. That's a different story. That's a different story.
Yeah, you spent my money to disrespect me. Yeah, you got to do it.
$20,000.
You have got
yes,
to
exit stage left. Please.
Yeah. That's a down
that,
payment on a house. That's a car. That's
right.
Who you telling, man? That sounds really, really ratchet. So you know what we got to get into?
Yes.
It's good, y'all. It's your boy 3rd Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go.
Kicking it off, United offers travelers free flight changes to avoid landing at Trump International Airport. I don't blame them. If this is true, shout out to them. Moving on. Have you guys been listening to this case? Yo, the weirdo is cooked. Just stick a fork in the boy, is done. Alright, moving on. Married woman who kissed. Chris Brown addresses the situation and says it was just a friendly kiss. I didn't cheat. I just got carried away, end quote. Do you agree? Moving on. You know this came from Republicans, but I'll read it anyway since it sounds ratchet as hell. Maine Democrat Ashley Webb claims he ovulates and has a monthly period, but says the blood comes out of his anus because he has external male parts, end quote. He insists he's XX despite being karyotyped as XY. That boy is on some good ooh-wee. But anyway, moving on. Wait, shout out to me. Eyes Behind Shade Project now moved 80,000 units independently worldwide, baby. So, hey, thank you to everybody's supporting, all right? Let's get back to it. Moving on. James Brown's widow, Tommy Ray Hines, says Michael Jackson finally sent her money after the legendary singer's death, helping secure an apartment and support her family during one of the hardest periods of her life. That's why MJ's the king and the GOAT. All right, moving on. Malcolm Jamal Warner's widow sues his mother for $1.2 million, claims the late actor failed to honor financial promises outlined in their prenup, and now wants her cut. Man, was she in it for love or the money? We're going to talk about this on a later episode too. Moving on. Transgender Florida student arrested after explosive meltdown over misgendering. Yeah, moving on. Kimora Lee Simmons requests ex-husband take primary custody of son in divorce filings. That boy's too much for you to handle, right? All right, moving on. It's being said that Nancy Grace is on the case. Iconic journalist turns her attention to the N.W.A case, and she's not happy, and she's raising questions. And once the other folk get in it, I don't know. She might be onto something, right? Moving on. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant addresses controversy about her degrees at Netflix train. Folks, they stay on her head. They won't let her be great. Just let her have fun, man. All right, moving on. Wait, before we do, they're saying that she got that off of Amazon, man. I'm done. Anyway, moving on. Oh, earlier this week, too, NAACP Attorney Ben Crump announced the results of the independent autopsy of Nolan Wells. We're going to put a toothpick in this. We're going to come on it, talk about this next show. All right, moving on. Snoop will be released in theaters August 6, 2027, starring Jonathan Davis as Snoop Dogg. Are y'all itching to see it? You think it's going to be accurate? You think it's going to fluff? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, moving on. The Miami Heat's YouTube channel accidentally leaked the LeBron signing. Did they get thirsty, or did they know something, or did they fall through? Just put a toothpick in this because we're going to circle right back to LeBron in a minute. All right, moving on. 50 Cent went on clowning Rick Ross. He says, when your tickets don't sell and your album don't sell, what do? Promote your cars and sell chicken wings. Dang. Said he only sold like 2,000 units, or 2,000 copies or something. I don't know. Anyway, 50 petty. Moving on. Shout out to this lady right here. Black journalist raises $1.2 million to help reduce black maternal mortality rates. And shout out to her. She deserves all the flowers in the world. Moving on. Yeah, 50's petty sell 2,000 units. Moving on. Halle Berry reveals she is juicy like a peach after premenopause sex struggles. Why do we need to know this, woman? Moving on. White passenger touches black woman's braids and gets an immediate lesson on boundaries. Moving on. Remember how I said we're going to circle back? LeBron says, just have a little bit of patience. This is a very important choice for LeBron, and he can't rush it. This is his agent, right? So, moving on. Crumble Cookies reportedly shuts down Charlotte location after employees were filmed doing hair in the kitchen. Too much dip on your chip, player. You're supposed to sell cookies, not do hair. That's just unsanitary. Moving on. Are you really surprised? ESPN reportedly hands Tim Tebow a new multi-year deal amid company layoffs as Ryan Clark and Cam Newton are among the latest to be given the boot. Moving on. Summer camp in Illinois shuts down after videos allegedly showing children running a fight club. As it should. Moving on. Baby mama catches her best friend inside her baby daddy house. Ratchet as ratchet can get, right? Moving on. SoCal man found unalive at a park without clothing. Sounded like he was doing some creeping and he got caught out there. Alright, R.I.P. to him. Moving on. Stevie Wonder confirms his new album Through the Eyes of Wonder will drop next year. Love it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a legend. Alright, moving on. By the way, real quick, did you know I got to meet Stevie Wonder twice? Alright, moving on. Beauty in Black was supposed to end with season 3, and now Tyler Perry's getting season 4. I just wanted to end. And, I got a message from my homegirl, the kid, because she's in it. She's in actually season 1. She plays old girl Kimmy's mama. But again, outside of her, I don't know if I would watch it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff going on. It's really, really extremely ratchet, but it's so awfully ratchet. It keeps you intrigued for the next one. It just needs to end. All right, moving on.
MySpace owners plan to bring the platform back, saying social media has become too addictive. Let's go. Moving on. Destiny's Child to release new music, Beyonce's father says. I guess it's an unreleased album, but the question is, does Destiny's Child know this? Moving on. Trey Songz avoids jail time in NYC nightclub assault case after judge hands down conditional discharge. Moving on. Republicans switch sides in the House to vote to have Trump end war with Iran. Hey, I'm with it. Let's get it. Bipartisan. Let's get it done. Moving on. Gamers going viral for being drunk at the Verzuz. And how did you feel about the Verzuz? We're going to talk about that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. Well, remember I said we'll circle back? It's decision day, and LeBron announces his next team. LeBron will be joining Philadelphia 76ers. And that team looks scary. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, I would be scared of this team, not the cream team. You know what I mean? But moving on. I mean, really, would you be scared of this? You know what I'm saying? I can understand why LeBron left. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm such a diehard Laker, I'd probably leave with him too. But moving on. Last but not least, Diddy was involved in a prison fight and tossed into solitary confinement. Word is, according to Lauren LaRosa, he allegedly beat up a man bad, and he actually choked him out. So he might actually get some time tacked on. Who knew Diddy was a real thug? Anyway, that's all I got. Anyway, I'm Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Philly looks scary.
Mm-hmm.
Philly looks scary.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with them. If they can get like 40 to 50% out of MB during the playoffs,
Right.
that's all they need. That's all they need, man.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to try to rest him. Oh, he's going to have like a sprain in the ankle, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to rest a couple of months, and then all of a sudden, when playoff time come around, he's going to be healthy as Seabiscuit.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, man, there's a lot of people hating LeBron for what he did, and I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm LeBron, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, LeBron. Like, Philly's a great opportunity. And he took it for way less money than what the Lakers offered you.
Right.
Way less. But
because they built a roster. Like, I don't know what Rob Pelinka is doing, if it's Rob, if it's the new owner, if it's JJ Redick, but they just decided, like, hey, there's too many of them running the floor. We need to diversify our portfolio. Let's get some of these darkies out of here. Let's bring back the 1950 Lakers. You know, like, really?
Nah. I think LeBron want to make sure he get a ring before he get up out of here. And,
that's what I think it is.
That's his best option. Well,
it was
options. If it was that or
Golden State.
Yeah,
that or Golden State.
Nah, Golden State was too old, man. It was either that or it was either Philly, Miami, or Cleveland. Those are his best options. If he would have went to Miami when he got Giannis and Bam, you know, that would have been good. All they had to do was build around. But Philly has a ready-to-go roster, and he was the piece that was needed. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they'll give New York a run for the money. New York and Detroit.
LeBron could be the best. He could be the best sixth man ever. Like, I'm telling you. Like,
true.
Man, you crazy if you think if LeBron went to Golden State, they wasn't gonna run the West.
Yeah, they was gonna run the West if he did.
They were gonna run the West. Period.
You know what?
I'll give you that. Too old.
I'll give you that.
Curry will still give you 30 every night.
Mm-hmm.
Curry can still give you 30 every single game.
The best pure shooter I ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Old or not, you know what I'm saying?
I take back my previous comment. You got that.
Curry will give you that work. You know what I'm saying? They got a fast enough team with somebody like LeBron on the court that just gives Curry more ammunition.
Yeah. I just felt like Miami would have been asking too much from LeBron. You know, like he's not going to deliver like that. But with Maxey and Jalen, and he just needs to come in, you know, and just fill in once in a while, you know, not be too much of a workload. It's going to be fine for LeBron, dude. That was the best situation right there.
Bro, I'm telling you, if I wasn't the Laker, Philly. You know what I'm saying? Philly hard.
You can never be the GOAT, though, in my opinion, based on.
But if you flop, if you flop, bro, because we've seen it with Miami. If you flop, pie on your face, bro.
Wait, but here's the thing. I did. That's a healthy debate. We'll probably do that for like another show. But you know, at the same time, I mean, can he be considered the GOAT?
No.
A GOAT. Yeah, he can be considered a GOAT, but you know what I mean? Because again, think about it, man. He went to I don't know how many different teams, got rings with him. He's kind of defining his legacy on his own terms, you know, which I kind of respect.
Yeah. But you gotta understand though, when LeBron James retires, let's be real, guys. It's not like MJ. When MJ retired, everybody was like, oh, we have a chance. No, I never heard someone going to school or going to a club and getting jacked for their LeBrons.
Facts.
I'm gonna leave it as that, dude.
There is that.
So
no,
y'all see anything else in that ratchetness?
Hey man, Nancy Grace, she finna make this a problem. That's what I seen. Yeah, that like that John Benet Ramsey case, but it was like 15 years of straight onslaught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we ever deserved non-melanated ally, Nancy Grace is a good choice. I don't personally like her, but if you're gonna have somebody that's gonna be on somebody's bumper all day, every day, Nancy Grace is it.
I agree. I agree with Quaz. I don't like her at all, but man, she's a pit bull. She's a pit bull. So
can I ask you real quick why you guys don't like her? I really don't know too much about her. I just know that she's, you know, of the smoother complexion, you know what I'm saying, with the
a majority of her content is nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bully pulpit talk, you know what I mean? But when it comes to boiling down to the truth, she gonna fight you every step of the way. And once she focus in on something, it's a wrap. That's what it is. But outside of, you know, John Benet Ramsey, I ain't watched her since John Benet Ramsey, to be honest. I didn't even know she was still alive. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I give it to Quest, and he's putting it very, very nicely. She does come at you, but she's not making sense like 95% of the time. But I mean, shit, dude. I mean, even 2 Chainz clowned her really bad, bro. On that interview. Her track record is there, but going back to what my brother said, man, it's nice to see someone else actually putting their feet in it and going in after it, you know. True. So that's always a good thing. The other one is y'all need to leave Dr. Cheyenne alone. Leave her alone, bro.
Max, man.
I don't get the hate, man. They stay on her head, right?
It's like they're constantly watching her like a hawk, bro. Like,
yeah, it's turned into an obsession.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of you know what I'm saying, envious, bitter women out there that's attacking her. Yeah. I don't know how she affects y'all life in any sense of the word. Just being realistic, she's not doing nothing to none of y'all. Y'all just have insatiable appetite to make sure that this light-skinned, pretty-faced doctor or
successful doctor, y'all just hate her.
If she is a doctor, if she's not, she's a success story. And you know, I kind of know a little bit more than most, you know what I mean, about her upbringing, you know, because the Queen is actually one of her friends. But you know, it's like, man, this why the community be in shambles.
Thank you. Please go into it, bro. Please go into it.
Because you see one person make it to the top, and then because you ain't made it, and because you don't have the discipline and the hustle to get the job done, instead of focusing in on yourself and saying, hey, she did it. Let me look into myself and eliminate all the excuses I had on why I couldn't do it, and let me do it for myself. Instead of you doing that, you find every reason to make sure that she comes down because her success challenges your insecurities.
So I love my bro. Mic drop that, bro.
And on that note, where are my manners? What's up, Facebookers? What's up, YouTubers? If you guys are watching, please make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Thank you guys for being faithful and loyal and for always tuning in and for always having our backs, you know.
Salute.
We got some good topics tonight. You know, we're going to recap the YG and the game versus battle. You know, we're going to talk about D1 said that N.W.A had a negative impact on the culture. We're going to talk about that too. Then also, what's up, Chris Cynthia? We see you. We're going to talk about who had the biggest rap debut in history, or the best rap debut in rap history. So, you know, we got a live packed one tonight. So, yo, just make sure that you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you share this out with your people. Hey, engagement is key. You know, we got the comment section open on YouTube and on Facebook. And what's up, LinkedIn? We got you too. For the host, you can hit destinations and share with your YouTubers and with your Facebook people too to get more people welcome into this. Also, too, I got the link in the description on Facebook and YouTube. So if you come on, please just make sure you if you're using your phone, use headphones because it works as a microphone and it picks up on everything. We don't want it to bleed into the show. Make sure that you're with your Wi-Fi, you're somewhere near it. You know what I'm saying? Like players like say this is a production and you could be clipped up and you could be broadcasted all over the world. So also too, just make sure you keep it respectful. The thoughts, views, and opinions that are shared by those on this panel or by those individuals alone. We just want to just let you know it's all good to agree to disagree. We didn't ask nobody to subscribe to anybody's thought pattern. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving you another perspective, another way to look at it. But, you know, this is the show where you can come, have fun, let down your hair, and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? But, again, we want to thank you guys for always tuning in, our subscribers and everything. We love you. We love you. We love you. Is there anything else I left off, y'all?
Nah, you great, brother. Let's get it.
Yeah, but everybody, please hit the share. Share
is key.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is
all right,
caring.
y'all. So we're going to show some love, and we'll be right back.
Most people live inside fields they never built. They wake up in environments shaped by other people's expectations, other people's demands, other people's fears. They react to pressure that is not theirs. They carry emotional weight they never agreed to. They misinterpret signals because no one taught them how to read the field. As a result, they move through life with scrambled emotional code, corrupted meaning, unstable financial decisions, inconsistent boundaries, fractured identity. And the worst part, they think it is normal. It is not. It never was. The sovereign frequency system exists to correct that. Across this book, you will learn 5 essential architectures. You will not be asked to push harder. You will be asked to move clearer. You will not be asked to dominate. You will be asked to calibrate. You will not be asked to fight. You will be asked to understand. This book does not teach force. It teaches field mastery. Your field determines your frequency. Your frequency determines your reality. Your reality determines your life. And once your frequency is sovereign, nothing external can override you again. Let us begin the architecture.
Yo, with mushroom coffee being on the rise as of late, I guess the best way to go is with Rise Coffee. And DJ Method X has teamed up with Rise Coffee, so make sure you use promo code METHODXSD15. Also, to check out Method on TikTok at MethodXSD. Also on Twitch TV at MethodXX619. Let's go.
in San Bernardino at Melba's. Now we heard about them through a post on Instagram, and since we've been craving soul food, me and my fiance drove all the way from LA, plus we love supporting Black-owned businesses. When we got there, you can see so many locals very excited, waiting for their food. Everything's made fresh to order, the staff is super friendly, and they're really here to make you feel at home. We were so excited. I went with Melba's famous fried chicken. Just hear this crunch. It's fried good and it's super juicy. For my 2 sides, I went with potato salad and baked beans. Plus, I added on cornbread. Alberto ordered hot links paired with candied yams and mac and cheese. And with this reaction, it's safe to say that we're definitely coming back. Come support Melba's here in San Bernardino.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
All right, y'all, we are back.
What are we going with? What are we going with first?
Hold up. What's up, Jessica? How you doing?
What up, Jess?
Hi, how are you guys?
Little freaky frog, you know what I'm saying? Got the roster, you know what I'm saying? Gonna get the Chris Brown concert. No, I'm just messing.
That's why she's trying to get tickets.
It's not Chris Brown. We established it's Tupac. We established it already.
Grab your Glocks if you see Tupac.
We established it.
Well, he's not living, so you know.
Hypothetically speaking, if he was alive, even if the hologram came out and grabbed her, she would go on stage.
Not the hologram.
More than likely.
She'd be like, baby, it was even real. Like that's her back.
It was just a hologram. Why are you so insecure?
Facts.
Here's a VR headset. Go ahead.
But you like again, let me with a hologram of Janet, you know, I'm gonna get slapped.
Most definitely.
Man.
Nah, how you doing, Jess?
I'm doing all right.
Just all right.
It's Friday. Yeah, just all right. Rough week.
Yes, but we're here and it's Friday.
This weather ain't helping either.
It's not. It was hotter than a slave ship right now, man. I'm feeling it. All right, y'all. So we are here. It's Friday. It's hotter than the devil's armpit on a hot Sunday. Ugh. Anyway, so we got some topics, you know what I'm saying? Last night, we saw the game versus YG in a Verzuz, and it has the internet talking. Also, too, it happened a few weeks ago. D1 made some comments saying that N.W.A.'s impact to the culture was negative. And then also, too, we had who had the better debut album, you know what I'm saying, or the biggest debut album. But before we get into all of that, your quiz, you already know what to do.
Oh, snaps, third. What's the word?
Yeah, that's it. The word. We gotta call Wanda for that one because I can't do it like her. But third word for today is cosign. To cosign means to promise to pay someone else's debt if they fail to pay, or to sign a document with others, or to show strong support for a person's idea or action. So, you know, for today's topics, you know what I'm saying, especially because I had to talk with my brothers, you know, the word cosign seems to get thrown around a lot, especially when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not official like a whistle unless you got that cosign. You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody who essentially puts their arm around you, say, hey, yeah, that person's good. Even if you're going out to go get a car and maybe your credit ain't really looking but you're a good stand-up person, then, you know, if they can find a cosigner, someone who has immaculate credit or good standing, whatever, pay their bills on time, whatever, and can cosign like, hey, if this person falls off, I got them. It's pretty much the vouch for this person. So when it comes to music, especially within hip-hop, cosigns go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because especially within the Black community, a cosign can mean we funk with you. And if we funk with you, we rock with you hard. But if you don't really have the proper cosign, then we might not. We might just, brush it off or whatever and call it a day. You know what I mean? So with each and every single topic that we're talking about tonight, the word cosign is the underlining prevalent word. So, all right, y'all. So we are here.
Let's get it.
So we're not even gonna waste no time. Please hit the share. Governor's rule. We gonna start with YG in the game.
Lord.
I don't know if y'all seen that the Verzuz last night, but it has some people saying like, "Hey, it was the best one. It was the best Verzuz that they've ever seen." I call cap.
Who said that?
I call cap. Then you had some people saying like it was so horrible I had to turn it off. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? We can really give a different perspective into that. But then, and then you have some people who were saying it was the worst that they've ever seen. So, with that being said, please make sure that you hit the share button. Share this with your people. We are talking about it right now. Hey, what's up, Carlos? We see you. Make sure you hit the share button. And Crescentia says, it was.
Thank you, Christina. Oh, my God.
No, she said, I think she's saying it was the best one. That's what she's saying. She ain't agreeing.
It was whack. Yeah, she agreeing.
Clarify, Cynthia, please.
Yeah.
So last night, the legendary Verzuz happened between Compton's own YG and The Game. Oh, Crescentia said, it was the best. LMAO. Hey, get to where your Wi-Fi is on, turn on your camera, and come talk.
Her account got hacked. That's not her. Her account got hacked. That was just...
Not she got hacked.
Hey, Ms. Jess said the Game versus YG. Let me ask you, Jess, if the Game or YG invited you on the stage, are you getting on?
No, I am not.
They might try to put you on the hood. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
First off, I ain't seen that much red since the last time I made Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. I'm like, hot day.
That was a Pyru Hood day. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no Verzuz.
For real.
Man, they had more bloods than a blood bank.
That was a game.
They had more bloods than a damn blood bank.
Yeah, that was. But it was entertaining. I will say that it was definitely entertaining. It was. I wouldn't say it was the worst Verzuz, but I'm biased because I'm California native. Even though I'm not a Damu, but it definitely was entertaining. The Game was being the Game, and YG was cool too. But they believe it or not, they got a lot of hits. They got a lot of hits between the two of them, so it was kind of more nostalgic than it was, excitement.
And I mean, I think that's what the Verzuz is for, But I feel like it should have been a battle, and it really wasn't.
It could. I'm with Jess. It could have been a fun battle. Like how the Locks did with Dipset. They respect each other, right? But but at the same time, like the Locks came not to play with nobody, and that's the day that we've seen Jadakiss ascend into a higher degree of MC. You get what I'm saying? Like,
he's always been an MC.
Yeah, I don't think.
I said he ascended. He ascended to higher length.
I don't think he necessarily ascended. I think he stamped his spot. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people were playing with Jadakiss' name. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't one of them ones. I think that's what that. I think that was just, hey, y'all think it's a game out here. Let me show you how I really get down. If we being honest, to me, that was one of the best Verzuz. Period.
I think Crescentia, I think you're moving. We hear the car moving.
I think that was the best Verzuz though, Quest. That was the best.
I think that's one of the best Verzuz right there. Is the Locks versus Dipset.
For sure.
For
sure.
It showed the difference between real spitters.
Hey, hold up. Hold up, y'all.
Commercial.
Crescentia, we gonna see. Are you
Wait,
driving right
Can you
now?
hear me? I'm in the car with
Yes,
my
ma'am.
sister, yeah.
Okay.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We gonna work with you.
Sorry, you're gonna hear the car in the background. But
Oh,
yes,
well,
I do think the verses was really good. I honestly think it was one of the best verses that they've had so far. I do. Y'all must not be no real
Drug
YG fans.
tester.
I'm a real
Drug tester
OG
right now.
YG fan. I am like a YG fan for real, for real. So that's why I think it was a really good versus. And also, like I said in your comments, Edward, like, it wasn't a bunch of back and forth. It wasn't a bunch of niggas hating on each other. People wasn't like, it wasn't like competitive. It was just people having a good ass time. Like, it was no
It
arguing
was
at all.
it was corny. It was
Yeah.
absolutely corny.
I
Can
did
I
not
say
think it was
why
corny
before
at all.
can I say why? I'm gonna tell you why it was corny. Okay, I'm
Why?
gonna tell you why it was corny. First of all, when they first come out, they threw their money on the floor like, oh, we're gonna roll for it. Oh, but guess what? You're gonna pick yours back up. Corny. Okay. Second of all, dude, that was a straight sausage fest for people 45 on up. It was a sausage fest. Okay. It was the only thing cool about it, I was surprised Travis Barker was there. I was like, whoa, what happened here? Hold on.
And that was great
So,
too. I
Jess-
was like, Travis is here?
No, Travis is gonna show up. He's from the IE. He's gonna show up. He had a
I know
job
he
to
is
do.
from the IE,
We
and I
didn't get a
love
chance to see it because
Blink-182, and
you
I
had us
love
running around.
Travis.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
working day
another
and
thing.
night.
I was like,
This-
that's
Who
cool
does
as fuck.
he mess
Travis
with,
was
YG
there.
or the game?
He messing with the game. So for those that don't know, like
Yeah, he
Jessica,
jumped on Jones with the game. Yeah.
Wait. So for those that don't know, like Miss Jessica over here, Travis Barker of Blink 182, he was featured on the Dope Boys in the Building with the game. He was that's him on the drums. So
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
opened up for him, he brought him out. He shows up and he plays them drums live. You know what I mean? So shout out to Travis Barker for that one.
So back to what I was saying though. It was so we all know
Adoration,
YG,
you don't like nobody.
YG don't even got the hits to compete with the game on that level. He does not. He does not.
What?
He does not.
Did you
YG
watch
does
it?
not have the hits to even.
No,
If you
man.
even looked
The
at the
game-
fans voted, it was like 18-3. He does not have the hits to compete with the game on that level.
YG
Sorry.
YG didn't even
It was
perform
an
all his best
absolute
songs last
waste.
night.
It was
He didn't
a
even do all his
waste
best
of
songs.
time, bro. It was such a waste. The game took the fit to the head and started like cook, and just started just wobbling
He
on
was
stage.
done
That's how
before
boring it
that,
was.
though, Rob.
Wait.
It was pathetic.
yawning,
man.
bro.
Hey.
I was yawning. It was whack.
Hey, y'all.
It was absolutely
Look.
whack.
I was embarrassed for my generation.
Look.
It was whack.
So
It
here's
was
the
absolutely
thing.
whack.
Like I said, I'm a little bit biased. I'm a huge fan of the game. I got all of his albums up to like the Red album. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've opened up for the game at the Key Club in Hollywood, and I've seen YG perform live actually with Jay-Z and Beyonce in LA. I'm gonna tell you like this. Game is a hell of a performer. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays with a live band. He has good showmanship. I was a little disappointed last night because again, I think he was a little, he was a little tipsy. He was inebriated.
He was high and tipsy.
He was
But at the same time,
overly drunk at his
but
big
here's
age.
at the same time though, to be fair, the Verzuz thing is meant to be a celebration. And at the time when the West Coast was kind of like on a flat line, he did put the West Coast on the back and kind of like revitalized it and gave it some life. So you know what I mean? So there wouldn't be no YGs or a lot of these other cats. And especially when he gave Nip a shot too, Game definitely deserved his flowers. And it was a celebration. So maybe he was living up. But for those that need a visual of what was going on, here it goes.
Suck my dick and you kiss me. Boy, I got it all on her lips. Stupid nigga. Cause you fucking with a thought, nigga. fucking with a thought.
You know what I saw, dude? I saw 2 artists on there that couldn't get the ranks of Kendrick. That's what I saw.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
I said, I will say, I am doing it. I said it.
Don't
One
do
tried to claim he was the savior of the West. The other one tried to take the rank, and they didn't even get the torch passed them.
Hey, don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just did. I ain't taking it back. I did. I am not taking it back.
Wait, Rob. So you're not the only one.
Okay.
I'm not
saying something.
Go ahead, Chris.
They're both great performers. I thought it was good verses. They both celebrated each other. They both were celebrating the West Coast. It was a whole lot of blood activity going on up there. Even in the comment sections, niggas was banging and set tripping and all that. But it was a good
in the comment sections on YouTube of all places,
it was like
right?
a big ass block. It was like a celebration.
Chris, I'm telling you, bro, you had a bunch of grown ass 45 to 50-year-olds acting like they were 19. What the hell?
Have you been to the hood, Rob?
Nothing bad to say about it. I love watching so much.
Rob, when's the last time you went through the hood?
It was a good versus, in my opinion.
What is that? Wait, hold on. So,
Hey, Chris, you're breaking up a little bit. You're going in and out right now. I know it's just because you're kind of going through some patchy areas.
It's the area.
Let me give you a perspective, bro. That has nothing to do with whether I've been to the hood or not. That is a clear reason of why hip hop music gets blackballed in the venues.
No,
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, bro. Yes,
it's precisely that.
Listen.
Yeah, you may not like me, Quez. You may call me Clarence Thomas. You may call me Snackademics.
I wasn't gonna do none of that, my brother. I wasn't gonna shoot no ad hominems at you. I'm just saying from my perspective, sir.
But again, that is one of the things where, again, he's right, because some of these venues, they don't want to book hip hop acts because of that, because of the activity, because, you know, certain people. The thing I was disappointed at, for me as a performer, as a hip hop artist, was that, you know, I think people were more concerned about being, you know, gang members, you know, repping their hood, as opposed to good showmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they did say that.
Or celebrating the music, bro. In general.
You know, and the thing about it was, wait. So even with Jess, I was telling her, yeah, YG. I don't know anything about YG. And as soon as some of the songs came on, she's like, oh, I know this one. Oh, this one too. Oh, yeah, I know that.
I knew a lot of stuff. I didn't know that was him.
Right.
Exactly.
When Game looked at him and goes, "Toot it and boot it." That was my shit. I was like, oh, whatever, bro. Ain't no one bumping that, dog. Like, what?
Hey, man, Rob, stop lying, man. When Tooted and Booted came out,
that song was kind of hard. That song was kind of hard.
I didn't like it. I'm being honest on our friendship there. I did not
wait,
like it. I was like,
you didn't like it, but if someone requested it, would you play it?
Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no.
You tripping, bro. But this is the problem I have with that statement. Right? What actually happened last night that was negative?
Well, I
thought someone was gonna pop off at any moment.
No, let me put it back again. Let me run it back again, dude. The whole thing was just corny. It was corny from the jump, bro. It was. Now I already said why. On top of that,
I understand your perspective, but what I'm saying is, from a hip hop standpoint, that was the true culture of the West Coast.
Oh, hell no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Hell no. That is not the culture of the West Coast. Hell no. And use that as an example? Oh, hell no.
That wasn't the culture. That wasn't the culture of West Coast hip hop.
No.
Like if
you telling me
Snoop Dogg.
Hold on, you're telling me if you didn't have Ice Cube and E40 up there, you're telling me that wouldn't have been a true example of West Coast hip hop culture?
No, I'm there. There's multifaceted levels of West Coast culture, but you can't ignore the one that you don't like.
Nah, their homies over there like, oh, you want to come out here and bang ladies?
There's a whole culture. There's a whole culture of young black men and young Hispanics and young white men and young Asians, if we being real about California, that gangbang, right?
Right.
And there's a whole culture that listens to this music for the very reason they had this function. It's just honesty. Just because everybody doesn't like it doesn't mean that it's not a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gangbanging music is a part of the culture, whether people like it or not. When it comes to the West Coast, there all these cosigns that Third was just talking about, all these functions, they happen within the hood. You don't make it to be a great West Coast artist without the hood. You got to make some hood shit. You got to make some stuff that the drug dealers, the pimps and hustlers, and that the gangbangers gonna rock to. If you can't accomplish that, you're not gonna be a great West Coast artist. That's just reality. It's not always about the bars in the West Coast. It's about the feeling, the activity, and the cultural relevance when it comes to hip hop in the West Coast.
Right.
And that was a prime example. Like Third just said, I don't know no YG. And then you start listening to the songs, and you realize that YG put out a lot of hits.
Wait. Iteration said, okay, I just watched it. I'm with Third. It was pretty good. I never said it was pretty good. Like I said, I never said it was pretty good. I was disappointed because, the game, when other people, crap on the game's name, I'm the one that kind of like, because because I've seen him perform live with a band, especially with Travis Barker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit biased. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, he comes from the great doctor's camp. You know what I mean? So I'm, that N.W.A. family tree, we got a link. And on top of that, his pops was really, really cool. I met his pops. He was a huge supporter of me back in the MySpace days. So I'm a little bit biased, but I was disappointed because Game literally is a great performer. On top of being a great performer, he's a great MC.
Third, let me ask you this.
Wait. Don't interrupt me, dog. I'm in my soliloquy. The thing about being a performer is that you got to be a performer. You got to know how to separate hood from performance. You got to learn how to separate street from this. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to hit the stage, you know that it's about business. You know what I'm saying? So coming to a Verzuz battle drunk, high, whatever, not knowing your words, I'm a huge disappointed of actually performing with your vocals. I understand having ad-libs and having like backing tracks with certain words, but when you're rapping over your own stuff and you can't even remember your own stuff with the vocals, it's not necessarily a good look. And I know that, again, like I said, the YG, great energy. I love the fact with him and Nip. And like Quez said, I think Quez has said, when he plays F. Donald Trump, it was going to have the crowd going crazy. It did exactly that, you know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about performers with YG in the game, no offense to YG, but he doesn't hold a candle to the game. I've seen him in action. Period.
Yeah, YG's not a good performer at all.
But I'm sorry, but go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm just it's piggybacking on what you just covered. Actually, it's basically that's it. Like you had a bunch of grown ass people on there acting like they were 19. Homie, like you can be hood and drop hood hits and not look that sloppy. Take it once again, going back to Kendrick. He did a whole halftime party, bro, looking hood, but not looking sloppy. So
I feel you, but
fact is, like, did he do himself any good by that? Dude, there are a prime example of why a lot of venues don't book hip hop. And that was a barrier I was fighting for.
So speak on that. So Rob, we're gonna get into a hot seat for a minute. So why is it that venues kind of stray away from hip hop acts or booking hip hop acts? Because again, you're a promoter, you book, so you deal with some of these clubs and the nuances of why. So please explain it and put it in layman's terms for the audience.
The crowd. So the crowd that we're going to get right there, what kind of crowd are we going to get? And if we're getting anything close to that, most likely your spot's gonna get shot up. And then on top of that, it's kind of hard to have a venue bounce back from it being shot up and having people want to go there. Doesn't spend that kind of money either. There's bar guarantees. There are real statistics there. People who actually want to come out to see, whether it's Game, E40, Too Short. Well, actually, no, Too Short's pretty good. They just don't buy alcohol, man. And they're mean mugging everybody that come in. The vibe's not even right. So who wants to go watch a show and then worry about if they're going to be scrapping with someone before the even show's over? Or who's going to get shot at or who's going to get robbed or anything like that? That's not an environment that a lot of venues want to have.
I got you. Adoration says, but YG got bangers though. You know what? As much as I wanted to hate on YG, he got some bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I'm an MC to the core. You know what I'm saying? Like, so his wordplay is really basic. But, you know what I'm saying? He makes great tunes. He has great energy. He has a good stage presence. And the fact that he gave it up to the game, one of the things I respect a lot about YG is that I know there's some other allegations pending on him, but, the love that he had for Nip, you know what I'm saying? He'll roll up in Nip's hood to give it up for Nip. The fact that I've seen him at Marathon Burgers over there slinging fries and burgers, whatever like that, to honor Nip, like his love for Nip was just impeccable. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I give YG. And, and Crescentia and Adoration, there are a lot of people who said, this is a comment from one of the Instagrammers or whatever. The game called himself the King of Compton. The scoreboard disagreed. They're saying like YG won that 19-3.
I wouldn't say all that. I think the game, the way he structured his music was bad.
Yes.
It was chaotic. That was the only issue I had with the game's performance. Was that the music selection was chaotic.
It was.
YG had
I give you that.
Yeah, his YG had his stuff more aligned correctly. You know what I'm saying? To take you through the feelings and the emotions of what was going on. Game was just, hey, we out here. I'm the game. Play one of my songs.
But I'm gonna play advocate for a minute. It's the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like when the West Coast was on the flat line, he got that co-signed by Dr. Dre, by 50 Cent, and he put out a few albums. Then he left Dr. Dre's stable and then made some hits on his own. And then he helped put some folks on. I mean, it was the game. He felt the need to be celebrated. And he celebrated so much that the game came through and drank a whole bottle of Don Julio on the Verzuz stage.
Right.
To start it off, you know what I'm saying?
But real quick, because I don't want to drag this topic down. But to Rob's point, if we being completely honest, hip hop is not made for venues. If we're being like, there's a commercial aspect to it, and that's been more of a recent thing. And I understand as a business owner not taking that chance. But when we talk about hip hop is street urban culture. Regardless of what you say, hip hop is street urban culture that record labels have commercialized, right? If we think about hip hop in its inception, right, it was always street advocacy. Hip hop wasn't made to be, at the Radisson. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop wasn't made to be at the 5-6. Like, that's not what hip hop was about. Hip hop was street urban culture that was built for the streets to have a voice, regardless of what was going on politically, regardless of what was going on commercially. Hip hop has always held the standard that the streets gonna talk. And then what these labels do and these corporations do is find the safest version of that and put that out to the masses and say, hey, this is the hip hop you should listen to.
Drake.
That's what's really happening. So I understand from a business perspective, but from the street urban culture's perspective, we don't care about your venue.
I
Wait, hold on. We got somebody asking, do you wish to join the Illuminati? No. Thank you. You can keep that to yourself. Adoration says, but they come aboard all the time and it's absolutely fine. I'm not sure what you're referring to. We kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, no, I beg to differ on that. I mean, considering I'm a guy who actually booked Quick, Scarface, E40, Too Short, Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang. Yeah, hip hop is definitely a venue. It is a venue type of thing.
That's where I'm gonna have to disagree with Quest too, because again, it's a genre. The top selling music genres is country and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Whether people want to agree with it or not. And I know it started off one way, but eventually it evolved to another. It's just like when you got your favorite MC, right? Who started talking about the street hustle. Hey, I was slinging dope. I was doing this and blah, blah, blah on the streets. Then, then they turn 45, 50 and they're still rapping about, hey, I slang dope. I still do it. Like you as a consumer, even still, you're looking like, man, you ain't elevated yet. You ain't got yourself a house yet. You still on the corner with me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like with music, even especially with hip hop, there has to be a certain level of evolution. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things I can respect about Jay-Z. Jay-Z started on the block.
But I think you guys are misconstruing my point. My point is not that people don't go commercialized and go to venues. I'm saying the culture of it doesn't care about that. The culture is built on the backs of young, independent dudes who set the streets ablaze and then get some notoriety. And then we tell them, hey, you got to taper that off if you want to be successful, right? But the biggest hits usually come from the hood. And they come from the streets. And when you go into the hood and you go into the streets, you're going to hear some artists that you've never heard on the radio. They got the streets moving and grooving, period. That's just really how it goes. Now, when it gets up to the upper echelon and it becomes commercialized, that's all fine and dandy. I'm not arguing that point. What the point I'm saying is that every generation has their version of what's not acceptable. And I think because we didn't got old, we didn't lost the track of what was exciting to us when we was young and realizing that it wasn't acceptable then. And that's what hip hop is. It's always evolving, but we don't like the evolution because we're used to what we used to and we grow up with the artists that we like. And they usually evolve and we deal with that.
That's true. You did have a comment in response. I mean, the hip hop artists come abroad all the time. They're the most famous artists out here. The clubs fight for them. And then, Crescentia saying, I agree. She's agreeing with you. And she said, I agree again. But again, it's one of those things where, again, even as an artist myself, and shout out to Crescentia and Jessica, because Crescentia's father, Jessica's cousin, is Dirty Birdie. You know what I'm saying? Jessica's brother is Sly Boogie. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hip-hop's one of those things where even if it stays within underground or to a certain level of underground and not even mainstream, it'll still sell. It'll still be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like Sly Boogie can go to Europe, you know what I'm saying, book some shows. And I just seen videos that he was reposting of people from different countries still putting his songs, again, user-generated content. They're using his songs to content even still to this day. So, I mean, it's just one of these things, though. But when you're talking about, like, the element, and I get what Rob's saying, because as a performer, when you're coming into a club, and I never understood the concept of having, like, 50, 100 dudes, you know what I'm saying, on the same stage behind you with rags and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, like the element of it. But on the flip side, the hood side, it was beautiful to see because they had some from the other side, from the blue side up there, seat walking and doing this. And again, like Crescentia said, it was meant to be a celebration. And I love YG. I got respect for him to a certain extent, but it wasn't really a celebration of him. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, it was a celebration of the game because Game had the bigger commercial successful hits, especially when you talk about "Hate It or Love It," "Dreams." You know what I'm saying? When he did "Put You on the Game," what was the song that kind of like made everybody go like, "Oh snap"? Was it West Side Story?
West
Whatever.
Side Story.
Man,
one of them.
When that hit, with that Dr. Dre co-sign, and then but Game, I got love for you, man. As a hip hop head, I'm really highly disappointed that you could not perform higher. Cause that song, that beat go hard, your energy would it go hard, and the fact that you couldn't do it,
it was embarrassing.
Hey, but in the building, they was turned to the max.
And he calls himself the doctor's advocate. Okay.
In the building, they were turned to the max.
To the max.
It was a sausage fest, bro.
No, it wasn't. No, they had some ladies. They had some cheeks up there.
They definitely had some cheeks up there.
15 guys and one girl.
Nah, they had more than one. They had some cheeks in the building.
Hey, real quick, because Adoration wanted to know what allegations. So, YG earlier that day had been detained as cops executed a search warrant over LA rapper Draco, the Ruler's unaliving. So that's what he got detained for. We weren't even sure the Verzuz was going to go on. Matter of fact, it was supposed to start at 6:30, and there was like such a delay. We didn't know what was going on. We thought maybe he was still locked up. Again, I think she's talking about the Game, but he's old. Maybe he's tired.
No, he ain't that old.
No, don't do that. He's not that old.
He wasn't tired. He was told.
Look, Adoration. Look. We just seen Jay-Z literally do 3 nights of Yankee Stadium, and he's in his 50s. You know what I'm saying? And that dude tore it up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
What is old? Because Drake 40, Kendrick 40, J. Cole 40.
No, so here's the thing, Quez. Adoration is conflating this.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
Who knows?
He looks like somebody's uncle.
Right.
Hey, Game. I know Jay-Z came out with the fro. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. No diss, because again, I know your brother, Big Face 100. Your pops was cool with it, bro. You need to cut that off, man, because you look like you about to go up to somebody that's probably like, hey, I wash your windows for $1. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do the fro, comb it out a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he straight looked like a homeless man.
Hey, the Nipsey section was.
Thank you, Jess. Oh my God, dude.
It was embarrassing.
Hey, the Nipsey section of that show was immaculate.
It was.
I'm gonna say that.
And shout out to the Game because he told the story so dope, like how he pulled up on Slauson, and one time Nip was selling incense, and then he bought some off of him. Then next he came through like, hey Chuck, don't throw away my CD. You got your number on here, cool. Come to the studio, and then lay down the song. I mean, that's the type of dude that Game is, man. Again, all the other stuff, the headlines, whatever, maybe. Yeah. But then there's another side to him that he be really trying to help other dudes on, and he really reaches back for West Coast artists. The only thing I don't like that he did, and I get it, but I don't get it, you got to stand with solidarity, my brother. If Kendrick says funk that side, then it's funk that side. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go jump in and say F him, because I know that's your dude. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to be standing next to him like, oh, this is my brother. Hey, man, just quietly just stay to the side. Let Kendrick do what he got to do.
To be fair, the Game get on my nerves, right?
He do.
He annoys the hell out of me. But in reality, if you had a homie, you would want a homie like the Game. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
If the world turned on me, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's the popular thing to do or not. You better be up over here. If not, I got issues with you too.
Right.
So I can understand you know what I mean, his loyalty to a fault, even if it's against the grain, because if you consider that your real homie or your real fam, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna have to be mad at me because it is what it is.
Hey, we got some comments. We got some reactions to the video. Aeration is laughing, and she says, "I'm unalived." And then Crescentia says, "Literally looking like a drunk uncle." I mean, like you know,
yeah, that was whack.
Yeah,
B2K versus Pretty Ricky was better.
That's your mom's brother after the Hennessy and the Domino's game. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely
thirsty.
Yeah, that's definitely your
real
mom's brother
thirsty on stage.
that they be trying to hide the bottle from. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't give them nothing else. You know what I mean? There's a conversation in the kitchen. Everybody gathers up around the macaroni and cheese. Hey, look, don't give Chuck nothing else. If you see him, hide the bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation that looks like. Like, bro, you know you're tripping.
Real talk. Hey,
hide the bottle.
Bro.
Man.
I was just still tripping on the people on stage, bro. Even one dude that came in with game and jumped on the mic and looked like he was about to try to bang on YG's homies. Like, what? Like,
there was one dude who was from Games Camp who sounded like Lil Jon. I'm like, yo, they got Lil Jon. I wasn't looking at the TV. He straight sounded like Lil Jon. Looked up, now it was like some other dude. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? So.
It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine. Oh, God.
It was good West Coast nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? For different generations, for different reasons.
I'm gonna say it like Chrissy. Chrissy said that was the homies.
That was the homies.
Okay, I get it, but how many homies you need on stage? Not everybody need a mic. Not everybody is the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Some of the homies could have been out the crowd.
Yeah. I like going to hip hop shows where it's not a sausage fest. Like, I'm sorry, this is not my thing.
That was a.
Hey, Chrissy said this is no different than any other verses. Everyone has an entourage when they come on.
Oh my God, girl! What are you talking? Oh my God, girl! Oh my God!
Yes,
girl.
Chrissy, I agree with Jess. That was a whole set.
That was a whole set.
That was two different whole sets. You had Nuck, you had Pay over here on YG side. Then you had Pookie and Bang Bang Starter over here on Game side. You know what I'm saying? Like with a little bit of Papa Smurf, you know, because again he did have some blue over there too. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like
the getaway driver.
Yeah, that was. Hey, y'all, we got a function down
the plug.
Hey, you from the hood? Come on,
seriously.
That's exactly what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, before the show can start, just we go to the hood. Hey, come on, we got this band. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, who this? The only one I can understand was, you know, his nephew, you know what I'm saying, Big Face's son. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else, I'm like, why are you here?
That looked like a throwback open mic night, bro, on a Wednesday. That's what it looked like.
Telling everybody to back up. Then, you know, but hey, shout out to Games Entourage, whoever they were, Nuck, Pay, little Pistol Starter, whoever they were, Pookie now, you know what I'm saying? Because when this cat was leaning and he was getting ready to fall, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they held on to him for dear life. Then one of the big homies pushed him up, said, get back up, and he finally got back and stumbled up right. Game was lit. You know what I'm saying? That dude was lit. He looked like he was a distillery, a walking, talking distillery that night. That dude was lit.
But that's why you bring your peoples with you. Because no matter what, they're gonna hold you up.
That's why they gotta be on the stage.
Hey, Quez, I know. Quez, I didn't know you for, I don't know, some 20-some plus years. I guarantee I don't know if you're going to hold me up like that. If I start leaning, this nigga right just let me just drop.
I ain't going to let you fall, Phil. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my best. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture of it, too.
I'm going to get you right, bro. First of all, I'd have stopped you from drinking that whole bottle. Hey, pimp, hey, we got stuff to do, man. You know what I mean? That would have been me. Hey, grab that. He don't need
I remember that, dog, when me and Third back in the day, bro, he introduced me to LA Water. I was like, I'm never taking a drink from this guy again. I was like, I'm good. It was like, ooh, it tastes good. 3 of those later, I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
the homie that's gonna make sure you get home. Like we're not doing that. But you need those cats, because if you would have just had some label mates and record executives, he would have been on the floor, and TMZ would have been out there taking pictures of him passed out, and it'd have been all.
Wait, we got Chrissy back. You give me a thumbs up when you're ready.
Oh yeah, come on! You in the house now?
Okay, now I'm back.
We need to see more than your forehead. There you go.
My bad, y'all. Hold on, let me turn. Y'all ain't gonna come at me about my entourage. I'm just saying, everybody be having like their little crew when they come on the Verzuz. It's only a problem because they did it, because they're gangbangers and they did it.
Facts.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
They were damn near 50, girl. What are you
okay, I do agree with that. My mom said the same thing, because I'm not gonna lie. Last night I made my mom
grown ass men don't know how to act.
My mom was like, these men are grown. Like, why are they on here doing all this? And I was like, Mom, just never mind. So
it was embarrassing.
Hey, some of these cats ain't never made it off of 116 in Avalon.
There he goes, man. There he goes.
Wait. But adoration says, but drinking in the job is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some of these dudes never made it off of Avalon. Some of these dudes ain't never been outside of the jungles or out of treetop. They ain't never made it out of. You know what I mean? There's a lot of individuals that this was their one time to shine. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is true. Everything that happened last night on the Verzuz, I have to say, I was not surprised by any of it. It was a hood moment. It was a hood ass Verzuz. It was a West Coast hood between two bloods. Everything that happened last night, even the game getting all of that. All of that was expected to happen. I'm surprised nothing popped off at it, because all of this was not like a
real
surprise.
talk. You know what? Wait. Hey, two-pick Chrissy, everybody. Let's give a round of applause for nothing really. Cause I was waiting for TMZ.
Wait, nothing on camera popped off.
Right.
No, because TMZ would have reported it. Here's the thing: what Rob was talking about, you got like media, paparazzi. They're waiting. They're salivating at the mouth for something to happen like that, so they can. Oh, somebody got knocked in their mouth at the hip hop show, just to put another negative spin on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're waiting for it. So for it not to happen, everybody went home safely. They went home to their 3-4 baby mamas. They went back to the hood, with the blunts in their mouth and the low riders and all this stuff, checking up the set. You know what I mean?
But another thing, half of those people that were on stage too were rappers. RJ was up there. Kaylin Frill was up there.
Yeah, RJ,
Mr. Joe Moses was up there. A lot of them were rappers. That's another thing. Everybody wasn't just like, a lot of them, some of them was like, okay, cousin, come on up here. Like, whatever. This is my cousin. This is my brother, whatever. Like, but a lot of them were rappers also that they brought up there. Rappers that a lot of them are featured in a lot of their songs. So that was another thing. They brought up a lot of LA rappers. Like, so.
And there's a lot of them that were there. They're going to take their little clip with their face on there and be like, yeah, I was on stage with them. We did all this.
But they were.
And run with
last
it,
night,
girl.
I was like, when I seen RJ up there, I was like, he need to let RJ perform some songs. I'm like, you got all these LA rappers up here, Kaylin Frill, RJ, Joe Moses. I'm like, let them perform some songs. They up here. I'm surprised Ty Dolla $ign wasn't there.
Chris, be honest. Be honest, girl. Was that not a sausage fest there?
It.
Tell the truth. Yes or no? Yes or no?
It was. No, it was.
Thank you.
They tried to bring a couple females up on the stage. They tried.
He did. He did have some pre-selected females, because again, I know the game. I know how the game rolls. I'm not talking about the rap for the game, but I know how the game, like in general, how it rolls. You got some females that are gonna be cool with. Hey, mom, you good with coming on the stage? Hey, you good? Boom. So you got him right there in the front row. We bring him up, whatever. You know what I mean? I know how it rolls.
So that Asian lady was pre-selected.
Right. No, I don't know about the little Asian girl.
Yeah, not that one.
On that clip,
not the one from Orange County.
That third show, I seen Felicia right there dancing.
Right. She was literally trying to two-step her way off the stage, and he was like, no, come back.
There was this one Latina though. There was one Latina who had cakes. You know what I'm saying? And she was letting it be known that she had cakes.
Mm-hmm.
That was pre-selected.
Jess.
I was just saying, no, that was I looked away, Jess. No, but, hey, you don't look away with Tupac.
Yeah, like I said, I like to go to a hip hop show where it's not a sausage fest, bro. I mean, I I'm gonna buzz my baby out a little bit. I'm gonna buzz my baby out a little bit. Jess could be unalive to the world, right? The sleep, right? Let a Tupac song come on in the background. She gonna be nodding. Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? She'll be rocking to it in her sleep.
I think we're grading this a little too harsh. You know what I mean? Me personally.
Whack. To me, it's whack.
Yeah, you are definitely entitled to feel that way, sir.
Yes. Different thoughts, views, and opinions. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
I'm rolling with it. Who are from that culture, like LA is the subculture of California, right?
I agree.
LA is different than everywhere else in California. Let's be honest. LA is a whole different animal. So to watch LA turn up like that and it not be no issues and it be a celebration of two great individuals from different time periods in LA, even if it was quote unquote a sausage fest, it was amazing to see.
I agree.
To me.
It was.
Period.
Now, Project Slim, what up, Chi-Town? What's good with you? Chi-Town's in the building. She's laughing at us.
For my vote, it was just.
He said great. He said two greats. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't agree with that.
I didn't say they were two greats. I said it was great to see. You know what I'm saying? For both generations. You know what I mean? If you understand LA culture.
Exactly.
You know
two different generations. That's what people have to understand.
I lived out there for, almost 10 years. So, it's a whole different animal than almost anywhere else in California.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So seeing that culture up there and it not turn into any issues and it you know what I'm saying? You got your Damus and your Crips up there interacting, just having a good time. You couldn't ask for a better outcome, in my personal opinion. Was it the
especially with folks looking like this?
Yeah. Look, it goes Felicia right there looking for Craig's VCR, bro.
Y'all are silly, man.
It's
Hey, great job, West Coast.
Project Slim, Chi-Town in the building. Yeah, Pac was that dude. Just give the game some. It was his celebration, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his celebration. Let him get toasted. Let him get wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him get his flowers that he deserved, man. He was up there having a good time.
Verzuz is for performances, not to have a good time and get lit.
It's about celebration.
Thank you. Celebration.
It's about celebrating two different, like with Monica and Brandy, celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a battle in a sense, but it's like, hey, it's walking down nostalgia lane. Like, oh, I remember this.
But at least they performed their whole songs.
Pretty Ricky was better.
Like a few words and
most of their whole songs. Why didn't perform all his whole songs? But
okay,
most of them
but
did.
Still,
Yeah.
at least he performed more than what Game did.
YG did kind of take that.
But I was upset that he went over his vocals. That's what I was upset.
Hey, as a performer, me too. Yeah, Jess heard me cursing like, why they rapping to the vocals? Why hear the background?
I don't want to go to no concert and hear somebody rapping or singing over their vocals.
No.
I didn't pay for that.
I don't even care if you fumbled or stumbled over your words. Just don't rap over your vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still play it off, especially if you got hits. Let the crowd rap along, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. But don't rap over your vocals. I don't do it. I don't like to do it.
I just want to say this.
Any real rapper likes to do it.
Well, I'm a real rapper now, huh?
I just want
to. What's up, Adoration? How you doing?
When it comes to like West Coast hip hop and that being put out there like that, I just don't accept that as an example of good West Coast hip hop on a Verzuz.
I'm glad we didn't ask you to accept it. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was trash.
Like, I don't think nobody's looking for you to accept this.
Wait. Adoration, what's good with you? How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, I think I still had it playing in the background. I'm sorry. I had the stream playing on top of it. So no, but y'all acting like it was a performance, guys. It wasn't a performance necessarily.
It was a whack session. It was whack.
No, they weren't performing. It was a live.
Banging their sets.
Yeah.
Say what?
They was banging their sets.
For sure.
Wait. Two pick. Project says you met Pac in Chicago. He was real. He was a real West Coast. Yeah, that's Pac. I was watching something today. Oakland Bay Area, Oakland, Richmond, Marin City, Bay Area. Bump with Adoration talking about. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like you caught a stray, Adoration. I love you, but you caught a stray. You know, I don't want you to come up. Baltimore.
She from Baltimore.
I don't want you. That's what my cousin projects in Chicago. But yeah, again, it was a good, for me, it was good to hear the hits, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like, you know, Put You in the Game. That's one of my favorite songs, produced by Timberlake. You know what I mean? But the Game got his flowers, you know what I'm saying? Just, I know the Game to be a true immaculate performer, so I was disappointed that he was lit, you know what I'm saying? But I get it.
To be fair, he wasn't performing. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't putting on a concert. He wasn't putting on a concert.
But he kind of was, though.
No,
he kind of was.
It's not fair. It's like if they were doing something for you third and they're playing all the songs, and then your song about your son comes on, and you do like kind of breakdown and kind of, oh, why wasn't he performing? Why wasn't he singing? They're not performing. You're not on. You weren't. It was a concert.
You want to know my retort to that? As a performer, you perform through anything. So even
but if you're performing,
even if I started crying, Adoration, I'm telling you, you make it a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? You wipe away the tears and you start getting back on beat. I mean, I've done it before.
If you're performing, though, that's if you're performing. But in this case, nobody was putting on a concert. It wasn't a concert.
So what was it? Karaoke session? Like what? Like, what are we talking here? Like,
I mean,
they should have put the words up for Game.
It was absolute trash. That's all it was.
He wouldn't have been able to see it. He would have been seeing double. The man was lit. He was a walking, talking distillery. You know what I'm saying? He was an advertisement for Don Julio. He was lit.
It was like
and Casamigos, don't forget that.
My song.
And Casamigos. I've seen that too. Hold up. Project said, yo, I just watched the Game of YG Verzuz. So Projects, throw out your thoughts. What do you think about it? We over here, we talking about it. We took up more time than we were supposed to with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
but the conversation needed to be had.
The conversation needed to be had.
Sure did.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it was the worst, but it definitely wasn't the best. You know what I mean? Like the best one that I've seen thus far from a hip hop standpoint, Hood, because remind you, they had all types of different hood types in Madison Square Garden too. It was the Dipset versus the Locks. That was one of the best.
That was the best. That was the best.
But it was the same energy up there, just from a different perspective. If you let me tell it.
Well, you're kind of right, Quez, because Ghost, Styles P looked like he was getting ready to slap one of the Dipset members at one point.
It was the same.
He a little hood,
just without the colors. It was the same energy.
Right. Hey, but Project said, but to be a Game fan, I know more YG songs than Game. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do too. Yeah.
Oh snap! No!
No, because then when I heard the YG song, I'm like,
Jessica.
Nah, he famous.
My hitter.
My hitter.
Just say
Then,
G Unit one
and
more
then,
time.
Then she got. Here's
G-Unit
Jessica. When he did the when he switched it up and he did the her song. You know what I'm saying? When he had his guest first shot. Oh, that's him too. I didn't know.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh,
that's my jam.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. She's secretly a YG fan. She didn't even know.
Yeah, you gotta learn to appreciate it, man. Because even though they hood and they gangbangers, they have emotions too.
Why you always say everybody's a gangbanger? Everybody's not a gangbanger.
Because he needs this woman in the kitchen.
Hey, wait, hold on. What are you talking about? He was on Change of Heart.
Cooking bacon.
Yeah, booty all out cooking bacon. Hey, you know, I don't know a whole lot of YG songs, but those bars right there, I feel them. I can relate. That's what you need. Booty all out cooking bacon. Yeah, you need a vacation. You know, I feel them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard songs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bacon and cheeks first thing in the morning. Gotta love it.
First thing in the morning.
Got to love it, baby. Won't get much better than that.
It's a song, Adoration. It's a song with her. Go look it up. YG and her. Song is dope.
It's called
Yeah. And then
When
get
we
up.
go
And
slide.
yeah, you get up.
When we go slide.
Jess made sure it was on her playlist this
You
morning.
gonna take off them glasses, baby? We gonna talk. Yeah, every Negro was asking when she gonna take off them shades. We just want to see the eyes one time. You know, he was saying what a lot of cats was thinking on that song. It was one of the realest records he made. You know.
Hey man, she don't want y'all to make fun of her like Leah because she cross-eyed, so she keep her shades on. Mind your business.
Hey, there will be no her slander on here. I don't care if she. I don't see if she can see from here to Bangkok. You know what I mean? Like that girl is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. She's her.
Yeah.
That's why she's called her.
No, her is definitely dope. All right, man. Next topic. We run out of time, man. Y'all done took all this up with these shenanigans about hood activity.
And I got to go.
Wow.
Wow.
She leaves us.
Where you going,
Jessica's like a
Jess?
real. Hey, Jessica. Hey, ever since June 19th, she turned into like a real live action Diana Ross. You know what I'm saying? She show up when she wanna. She leave when she wanna. You know what I mean? She graces with the presents. Okay, I'm out. Boom, and then she was gone. I'm like, yo, we
Real
here.
Housewives of the IE and shit. Just sit your ass down, Jess.
You know what I mean? Like real talk. We are the
You're
Supremes.
already late, and then you gonna leave early. That's
Right. We are the Supremes. Not knowing that I do ratchet news for her, and she'll even show to ratchet news. You know, we are the Supreme. We are the Temptations. I'm David Ruffin. You know, no, I'm not David Ruffin. I'm Otis Williams. Quez, you Blue. Rob, you're Melvin. You know what I'm saying? Adoration, you gonna be Paul Williams, and this Edwards. This right here, this is David Ruffin. Ruff is out.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
The 5 heartbeats. God, the 5 heartbeats.
That movie.
Coincidentally, ironically, yes, they are now coming to see Otis.
Yeah, right.
They got no choice but to see Otis. He's the last original one alive. You know what I'm saying? They got no choice but to see Otis. But all right, y'all, we're gonna show some real quick love. We'll be right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
All right, y'all, we're back. We just had to show some quick love. So Jessica can make her grand entrance out of here, like the Supreme that she is, the Diana Ross that she is.
What a mess.
All right, y'all. So D1 decided to come for N.W.A. And, you know, at the end of the day, Adorations may be a little bit before your time, too. But I take this a little bit personal because, again, N.W.A. is definitely... They're that group, man. There wouldn't be a lot of these cats if it wasn't for N.W.A. And so the question is, did they hurt or help the culture as far as their impact? And for more clarification, Again, for those, I just gotta give you a warning. I had to change the voice because I don't want no copyright strikes coming after me. You know what I'm saying? But this is what D1 had to say about N.W.A.
The glorification of gangster life, of violence, started to become more and more cool when N.W.A. came out. There's people in New Orleans who have told me, huge rappers who I won't say their name, who have told me, boy, when that N.W.A. came out, that's what helped me jump off the porch. Well, y'all was wearing Dickies. Y'all was wearing Reebok stuff, and that was kind of like a West Coast. Yes. So the influence was real, right? And we could try to extract as much positivity as we want out of that stuff. But at the end of the day, man, like the glorification of violence inside of hip hop, anybody that helped contribute to that and make it sound like cool, I'm not cool with that. The glorification of pimping, the glorification of disrespecting women, I ain't cool with that. So N.W.A., unfortunately, while as individuals, I love all them brothers, right? I love them as individuals, but I don't think that was a positive contribution to our culture.
So I gotta ask, do you guys agree? And I'm gonna be the first to kind of set it off and to shoot it off. I'm gonna say no, I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I get what he's trying to say, but N.W.A. wasn't the only one out there speaking hardcore, street stuff. There was Schoolie D, there was Cool G Rap, there was Ice-T. There was other contributors to this. And then if you want to talk about the sexual stuff, then we had like Luke, we had Too Short. So, I mean, once that started kind of crossing the line, N.W.A. at one point was just essentially like reporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at one point when Cube was still in the group, he was their conscience. You know what I'm saying? But what a lot of folks don't know, and just a little backstory, that Ruthless Records, Eazy-E, had a group that was called JJ Fad. And JJ Fad are my cousins. So we're talking about the impact of everything as far as like the N.W.A. family tree. I mean, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have N.W.A. who started out. You have Dr. Dre, who was coming from this tree. Ruthless Records, who had, again, Lil Easy, JJ Fad, Kid Frost, again, who's really big in the Latino culture. Above the Law, you know what I'm saying? And then we have Dr. Dre's branch. You got like, Aftermath, Death Row, with Snoop, 50 Cent, Eminem. Then with Ice Cube, you had Lynch Mob Records. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he's talking about. The impact that N.W.A. had on the culture has been really hugely influential. And you can even say that this show here, Drop Your 3 Cent, is a product of this because of the fact of my connection and association with JJ Fad and Jerry Heller. So I would have to disagree.
Strongly disagree. But I understand it. D1 is a Christian rapper. He's supposed to say that. He makes Christian hip hop. He's supposed to say that. Yeah, it'd be different if it came from somebody like Lil Wayne. You'd be like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and what do you do?
Yeah, but D1 is a conscious Christian rapper. That's what he's supposed to say. Does it make it factual? Hell no. I don't agree with it in the slightest, because for all the points that you just pointed out, man. Like, at the end of the day, there's so many lives that was influenced and blessed because of that one group. If we being honest, in hip hop, that one group created a whole subset of other hip hop artists. Period.
But the only thing is, like, but does that go against what he's saying? He didn't say they didn't. He just said
said they were a negative influence on the culture.
But were they not though? Because I'm confused.
No.
You can be a negative influence and have a giant impact at the same time. Because I mean,
because again, even with that being said, like I was just saying, that one of the things, if you're talking about the gangsterism, whatever, we're just talking about that. You're talking about cosigns. Again, you know what I'm saying? We have JJ Fad, who again they're not a hardcore rap group. This was the vision that Eazy had. When they were getting doors shut in their face, he'd say, hey, let's focus on the girls. in which with the girls meeting JJ Fad. So N.W.A. turned around and wrote and produced their first album. It was the Supersonic song that you hear today was originally produced by Arabian Prince, who is one of the original members of N.W.A. But when they did it independently, so when they got signed by a major, by Atlantic, then they wanted that record. So Dr. Dre, who you seen came through, and with DJ Yella retouched that record and they put it out. So Supersonic that you hear still to this day is not a hardcore rap album. You know what I'm saying? That is a party hip hop. Same thing like with DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. It's a hip hop record.
But I don't think he's talking about what they did in terms of helping other artists and being like a huge part of the culture. I think he's talking about the messaging in the music. That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about.
But even still, so when you had the song F the Police, it wasn't saying anything. It was more so reporting. This is stuff that was happening within the neighborhood. They were talking about what was actually happening to people who look like us, in essentially ghetto reporters. So you then at the time when you had a song called when you had a song called Dope Man, when you had a song called Dope Man, it was talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of slinging dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is where it looks lucrative right here, but here goes the flip side where you can actually end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? It was street, but it had a message to it.
You're saying they were promote. Because I mean, the thing is this: the only thing that and me personally, I don't look at rap music like that. I don't be like, oh man, look what they're promoting. Because for me, I'm like, when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to listen to the stuff. When I got older, I listened to whatever I want because I'm a grown person. You know what I mean? And I feel like we listen to a lot of music across a lot of genres, and a lot of it is not something that you should do. Let's put it like that. Right. The thing that I do have a problem with is I wasn't on the show, but a lot of people were talking about what's her name's scamming song. To me, it's hilarious. Where all my scamming.
You're talking about Young Miami.
Yes, and what I don't really understand is the difference. You'll have people being like, "Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that." That she's ruining the culture. But then on the other hand side, we kind of got to acknowledge that in a lot of ways, no, it shouldn't be the genre. And I know what happened behind the scenes in the music industry that made it that way, or that forces it to be that way, or that demands that it's that way. Because I've heard multiple stars come out and be like, I had this really good stuff, but they're like, no, we want more ratchetness. And that's just how it is, because, you know, there is a certain thing. We all know about this. We all been close enough. But that's the thing I don't really understand. It's giving two standards right now, because I'm like, for me, you write what you want, and if it's a little bit, like I said, most of the stuff that I hear is messy Bessie. I was talking to my sister last night. What's his name's? Kicked out the room and give her no breakfast. Like, we let that line go and was like, that's cold. But then we turn around and be like, oh my God, did she just say, you know, like, this is what rap has been. So I feel like we can all objectively be like, okay, yeah, this type of whatever. And it's not just rap. We always say rap. Y'all, if y'all listen to some heavy metal or some other stuff's the same.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, because there's some heavy metal where they worship the devil.
Some heavy metal? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
You can't say all.
Pop.
But a lot.
Okay, not all. Rock, pop, a lot of stuff. There's a lot of messaging that as a real person, like if somebody handed you a document and said, this is what I think of you, or this is what I think, you'd be like, wow, close the doors. But just in general, it's music. And so I feel like, while for me, all those rappers or whatever, I love the music. I'd be bopping to it. It's either we're going to be like, hey, the messaging is bad. It doesn't have to be bad. All messaging is not bad. Tupac's stuff was actually good. I mean, good messaging is what I'm talking about. But, or we're going to acknowledge that, because what he was saying is true. Now, do I think that you need to stop listening to it? Like, those people are like, you got to stop listening to it for your soul, this and that. For me, no, I don't have to stop listening to it for my soul, because I know the Bible back and front. I don't have to stop listening.
Here, adoration. This is bad. This is my problem. I find it that it's very easy to criticize the messaging and never understand why that message was created.
Okay.
And I think that happens predominantly with hip hop because people don't understand it. They don't understand why the message is so maybe so vulgar, so upfront in your face, so aggressive, right? Because they don't understand the environments that these people come from. And instead of looking at, hey, these people are making this type of music, maybe we should look into why they feel this way and what's going on in their neighborhoods and how can we help change that narrative. Nobody ever wants to do that with hip hop. You know what I mean? It's just let's trash it, let's downplay it instead of listening to the message and understanding why these individuals feel this way and why this seems to be a repetitive cycle of music. You know what I mean? That's
the
my.
thing. Are you saying that in a bad, like it's bad and it needs to stop, so we need to help somebody? I don't know.
If you want more positive music, you give people more positive. Give people more positive environments. You know what I mean? It's very simple.
But it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what Quest is trying to say is at some points we're talking about hood reporters. You're a product of your environment. So even when you're talking about the vernacular of some of the words that are even coming out of some of these rappers' mouths, it represents their everyday living. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that they see. Like, I know for me that I can write from a perspective of what I see, what I know, or what I've experienced, or, you know, or whatever. This is how you write. This is what you're reflecting. And that's the flip side to actually hip hop, because I mean, at one point it could be beautiful, but at the same time it could be damning. You know what I'm saying? It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Especially when you use a certain slang, like in particular, like the N-word. You know, we say it, or people will say it in the neighborhood amongst themselves, and it's like an everyday word. But then now you're going on to the mainstream, and then now this is being projected out to millions of people all over the world. So now, because again, when you got people, a certain group of people who are of the darker hue, who control what we call the cool, and people want to emulate that, they think like, hey, this is what it means to be black, or this is what it means to be hip hop. So they start trying to use these words and trying to act as if they're such. You know, so that's the bad part about it. So I get that aspect of what he's talking about. I just don't agree wholeheartedly of putting the whole blame on the NWA.
That's not even a point that brought up, though. I don't think that's a problem.
But listen,
I don't think
listen.
Okay.
Here's a prime example. Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City, and someone like YG, both from the same areas, same messaging, portrayed in a different vernacular.
Mm-hmm.
They're both talking about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
One gets a Pulitzer Prize, and the other one gets demonized. It's all the same.
No, I disagree with that. I mean, there's different subject and different substance to both of them. YG's coming from a perspective of hood this or this. Kendrick is coming from the best analogy I can give you is Kendrick is Trey Styles from Boys in the Hood. YG is Doughboy.
Were they both in the same movie?
Yeah, they were in the same movie, different perspectives.
That's all I'm saying. They're both in the
different
same
perspectives,
movie.
But different substances.
So
not
different substances.
Wait.
So different perspectives, not different substances.
Different perspective, different. So when you got Kendrick writing about, you know, okay, like, dang, my homie getting murdered, but then you got this one over here talking about, well, I pulled the trigger and I killed that, and I'm doing all. It's different substances. It's different.
Kendrick talked about walking down on people and popping them and failing the mission.
So
same thing. It's the same thing.
But I feel like that's literally what I'm saying, Quez. What I'm saying is we know both of those things are not good, right? We know both of those things are not good. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I know both of those things are not good. I'm not gonna sit here and judge one or the other. To me, it's music. It's bopping, it's hitting. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like the content is not harmful or better to that, but I'm not going to be the kind of person who's like, me personally, oh, don't listen to that because your soul's going to go down on the ground and Jesus is. I don't know. People are talking for me.
I agree with you.
But we're not going to sit here and act like we're the same.
Wait,
hold up, y'all. Hold up. I know this is getting passionate, but I do notice that Rob, why are you being silent on this topic?
I thought about that.
So, look, I was just waiting to talk. I was letting you guys go all over the place like a Carl's Jr. sandwich.
You'll be waiting until the end of the show. When I say, okay, we out of here, you be waiting like, oh, I never got a chance to speak.
Yeah, no, I hear his opinion on it, and to me, the first thing that clicks is like, okay, it's another Gen Zer who never drank out of a water hose, so I don't care. Like, I mean, to be honest with you, like N.W.A. did so much good for the culture, regardless of what they were talking about, and a lot of people need to understand who aren't in the hip hop business that it is one of the hardest industries in music to make it in. They were different. And they had a message, and they weren't afraid to speak on at the time of what they were seeing and what was going on. And honestly, it raised a lot of awareness as well. So they opened up. I mean, they were the reason why a lot of people, like you just said, got off their front porch and was like, I can do that too. I'm from here. They gave Compton hope. There's a lot of heavy hitters that came from Compton because of them. And it helped launch.
You're right.
It helped launch a lot of careers, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, is it glorifying, or is it them talking about their life? That's all perspective, dude. And
like
to me, I feel like he doesn't know what the F he's talking about, and he need to like take his ass somewhere else with that, bro. So that's all I'm at with that.
Right. Real quick, 2-pick, y'all. Jessica says you can't say a soul will go down.
She left the show.
Hush.
If you don't know that said soul's mindset, I hear you. All right, go ahead, y'all.
Thank you. That part. I like that.
Rob just said the same thing I said, though.
No, but he did though. He did, but after Rob said it, I kind of agree.
Oh, okay.
No, but
I think what N.W.A. was amazing. I think Public Enemy is amazing. How they went out like that. They were new. They were different. They had different styles. But they weren't afraid to talk about.
So that's like the difference between Public Enemy and N.W.A.
Yeah.
So
they weren't afraid to stand up and face resistance. They didn't care. And
I like that perspective.
To me, that's super gangster in its own. So regardless if they could have got blackballed or anything, they didn't care.
They're talking about what they're talking about, and now they're famous, and now you want to criticize it because it resonates with people.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, make it make sense, baby.
I said that dude never drank out of a water hose. Probably nobody ever signed his yearbook either. Like,
he did.
Hey, but shout out to Easy. Shout out, RIP to Easy E, RIP to Jerry Heller. Shout out to my cousins, JJ Fad. They got a street named after him in Rialto. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then Bone Thugs and Harmony actually got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, again, this is Ruthless Records. So, Ruthless, definitely. If it wasn't for no Ruthless, there wouldn't be no Dr. Dre, wouldn't be no Bone Thugs, there wouldn't be no Beats, there wouldn't be no Eminem, there'd be no Power. You know what I'm saying? All because of that heavy cosign that was given. And shout out to, the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do.
Generational music. That's what they made. Generational music.
Yeah.
That's still hitting harder than any of the stuff out today, man. So
there you have it.
All right, y'all. So we've ran out of time, but we still got a little bit of time, to kind of go into it. We just gonna just slide right into the next slide.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Do we have enough time for this topic?
A little bit. Who had the biggest or best rap debut of all time? And I guess we'll just say between these four. There's 50 Cent. Lord. There's Snoop Dogg. There's DMX, and there's Jeezy. Love Jeezy, but I don't even know why he's in this equation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why he's up there either.
Why is the Chronic not out there, dude?
Well, yeah. So we can revisit this because. But here's the thing. So here's what Google AI says about this.
Ugh. If we're talking about career debut sales, Beastie Boys actually came in #1 with 9 million, 10 million copies sold. First rap album to top the Billboard the 200. But I think we know why. But if we're talking about,
okay, I'm a Beastie Boy fan. Love the Beastie
yeah, I'm
Boys.
not.
Ooh, who's he?
Pioneers,
They
bro.
cool. Exactly, Adoration. They're cool. They got some good songs. Beastie Boys, they got some good songs, but I can't necessarily relate to it. I can't get jiggy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me. But then you got 50 Cent, who comes in second with 8.9, 12 million copies worldwide. It's 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Then after 50, you got MC Hammer with Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him in 1990. Too legit to quit. You know, he was commercialized. One of the first biggest commercialized rappers ever was MC Hammer.
He was a rapper?
You know, and then he was the first to really go like, you know, he was rap, but it was pop. You know what I'm saying? Like we had DJ Jazzy Jeff from Fresh Prince and we had JJ Fad, but MC Hammer took it to a whole nother, all because of that song. And then fourth, you have Lauryn Hill with 8 to 20 million copies worldwide with The Miseducation. And we talking about conscious rap with substance. There you go, right there. This is a good look at like again the diversity of it. You know, you got white boy rap, you got street rap, you got pop rap, and then you got conscious rap. All different variety. But if we're talking about biggest debuts, first massive week debut goes to 50 Cent with 872,000 copies sold first week. And then second comes Snoop Dogg with Doggy Style with over 800,000 in the first week. Mind you, these are all proteges of the good Dr. Dre. Cosign.
I was born too late for
Ruthless.
Yeah, you definitely were, Adoration.
I was born in 96. I mean, of course, I know Snoop Dogg and I know 50. But
That's the beautiful thing about the impact that N.W.A had.
Yes,
it transcended into your age group. Now, these are people, these are products. You know 50 Cent, you know Snoop. But again, Dr. Dre was a producer. There would be no Snoop if it wasn't for Dr. Dre.
All right. So can we just say this right here, dude? I mean, I want to take the chat GPT and throw it out the window. Because even me, I mean, no, I'm gonna be real here. I love Beastie Boys. A lot of people do. But that album was not better than The Chronic. It was not better as Dark and Hell is Hot. Okay. It was not better than Snoop Dogg's debut album. Okay. The catalog on it alone was not enough hits. So I don't want to go by that. I don't want to go by who's sold or whatever, because let's be honest, guys, a lot of us love the songs on those albums that are not commercialized. Especially on the Snoop Dogg album, Ain't No Fun was not on the radio. All right.
Yes, it is now.
It is now, 30 years later, but it wasn't in the 90s.
Corrupt gave up about it. I never be broke. I never had no mother endo to smoke. I get sloked and loony. You can't do me. Do we look like BBD, your hoochie groupie? I got no love for those. Something that I learned from the pound. So out of my supposed to pay this. Yeah, we can go into it, man. I mean, man. It ain't no
I'm
fun.
biased. I'm taking Snoop. I'm sorry. Out of those four, I'm taking Snoop because I'm West Coast. So
I don't
DMX is a great second to me. Then 50, then somebody else besides Young Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I wanna agree with Quest so bad because that was my era.
Snoop.
Right. But it's hard because DMX to me was like the artist that was, to me, in my opinion, he made you feel it like pop.
Absolutely.
Like he had that energy. But Get Rich or Die Trying was like, it was there. Like him and Snoop were like there, bro. Like the hits and everything. Like, fuck. It's like, how do you pick?
I'm gonna piggyback off you, Rob. Like with DMX came and filled that void. Like the one thing that made Pac such a lovable artist and a favorite MC amongst a lot of rappers was because he made relatable music. Like you can feel his words through his music. It was like soul music. So DMX came through, and it's like you can feel the emotion. Like so, what Adoration was talking about, people breaking down, crying mid sentence in a song. DMX was notorious for that. But it was nobody where people would sit there and shun him and like, oh, he sucked. Nah, you have people out there crying with him because he would sit up there and start a show, rah, rah, rah. Then he'll go into a prayer. Then he'll break down over his grandmother or his son that he had lost or whatever. And then, at the same time, they end it with a prayer and have everybody feeling like good about themselves and can literally take you to church. He can make you repent for any type of sin that you did. And, he was just that type of dude. Like DMX made you feel it. And, with 50, man, 50 again, like we were talking about this off air, like 50 was getting blackballed. You know what I'm saying? Like people weren't giving him a shot. Like they wrote him off. And then once he got that co-signed by Eminem and Dr. Dre, they literally were talking about today how Michelle Obama was over here dancing to In the Club because of that. Go shorty, it's your birthday. There would be none of that if it was not for Dr. Dre. And same thing with Snoop. So, and so with Rob's credit, no disrespect, Jeezy, we got to take you off of that list, and then we got to put the Chronic on because the Chronic was a game changer. So then we can sit there. I'll put that back on there. We can have another debate about this, but it's hard because it's hard to choose the
makes
one.
it even harder now. You know what I'm saying? Thanks a lot. You know what I mean? Because that's a whole totally different argument now.
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta look at it too, though, dude. Like the Chronic. The Chronic, bro.
Literally changed the sound of hip hop. Because again, you had East Coast, you had those certain type of beats and flavor, and then shout out to Above the Law because Above the Law and Dr. Dre were working on what we now know as G-Funk. But even then, even when Dre was emulating a lot of East Coast sounds sonically, he was just doing stuff that was different. He can take a simple hand clap and he studied it enough to make it sound like boom. And then now, so I think I heard like Nas or DJ Quick say like, hey, he is essentially the Quincy Jones of hip hop because regular sounds just don't impress him. You got to create a new sound in order to get his attention. So when you have a person like that's an actual producer like that, changes the spectrum.
And when he saw Dre on that Dre Day video, he was like, yeah. He opened up his jacket and it said Funkadelic. And he was like, hell yeah. And he revolutionized those
where
beats,
the funky
bro.
wag can't scrap a lick. So I know you got your gat, you gone hard from kicking your road dogs from the hood you grew up with. Don't even respect your ass. Now it's time for the doctor to check your ass. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I want to slap the taste out your mouth, make you bow down to the road. Ganking me, now I'm ganking you, little hoe. Oh, don't think you forgot. Let you slide. Let me ride. Just another homicide. Yeah, that's me. So I'ma walk on, stomp on the easiest streets you can stomp on. So strap on your Compton hat, your lokes, and watch your back, cause you might get smoked, loke. And pass the bud and stay low key. BG, cause you lost all your homies' love. So call it what you want to. You funk with me, so now the most that I funk with you.
To all the Ruthless Record family members that are cool with him, I apologize that he had to do that.
Hey man, real talk. It was bittersweet, but that was the hardest song. Shout out to Snoop and to the DOC for this verse. That was one of the hardest things, man. But then Easy came back with Real Compton's G's, so I mean, it's even.
It was real mother effing G's, and that beat was so hard, bro.
Yeah.
That
only make Easy Payday. Did Dre Day only make Easy Payday coldest line in hip hop? One of the coldest lines ever. You can diss me all you want to, but Dre Day only made Easy's Payday because he was getting paid off of anything that Dre was putting out with Death Row. Gangster. Shout out to the Godfather Easy E. R.I.P. to Easy.
One of the hardest tracks that anybody walks out to. Also, when that beat drops, everybody's inner gangster comes out.
Yeah, so that's gonna make it a tough campaign, man. The Chronic, Snoop, and 50 Cent, and I'm kind of now that after the conversation, I'm liking the move 50 because 50 was the first iteration of kind of like that West Coast, East Coast collaboration type deal.
It was revolutionary, bro. It was like, whoa.
No, I know. That's what I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's what made it, but his debut ain't the Chronic.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, it is though.
No.
What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, gangster? Because again, East Coast was not the East Coast labels weren't really funking with 50 like that. Then Dre came through. Like I said, shout out to Rob's homeboy DJ Quick for those drums on In the Club. Because even Irv Gotti, R.I.P. to Irv, he said when they heard In the Club for the first time, he was like, oh man, I hope. And then when he heard the drums, he go shorty. He told Ja Rule, he turned to him and said to Ja Rule, we got a problem.
Yeah, he pulled the whole group together. He goes, this guy's coming.
He's coming. We got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, 21 Questions with him and Nate Dogg. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like we're not going to do that to 50. We're not going to do that to 50.
Nate Dogg, the hook master,
it's essentially the Chronic protege.
You're right.
A lot of that was Dre.
You're right.
A lot of that was Dre. I'm sorry.
You got me stuck from 50 to Snoop to M. You got me. You got it.
That's what I'm saying, though.
You got it.
Like, Dre
got it.
Dre
he shut me the funk up. He got it.
Yeah, Dre produced and put that album out, right? And then you see what he did with Eminem and like the numbers they did. That's but that's why I wasn't happy.
We acting like the Game didn't have a fire ass debut album too.
He did.
Thank you.
He did. His first album was dope, but that's why I just was not happy with that title, The Doctor's Advocate.
Well, yeah,
I don't feel like it earned it. I didn't feel like it earned it.
I know.
It didn't earn
it. For all of the conversation to be wrapped around Dr. Dre, like, you know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna have to pick some new people.
Yeah. We're gonna have to. I mean, honestly, that's
really
hard.
Have to be the best debut albums that didn't involve Dr. Dre.
Best debut group albums. Let's just go there. Let's just go with the groups. Hip hop groups there. And to me, it's between Outkast and Wu-Tang. So that's where I'm at with that.
Like I said, Dr. Dre was involved with this album and N.W.A. So yeah. Yeah. Outkast. Adoration, you know who Outkast is?
Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music.
Hey, Adoration, you're a person who loves good lyrics, good beats, good flow.
Homework.
Outkast. They're great to study.
Amazing.
18 Aliens,
Amazing.
Southern Playlist of Music, it was dope. But 18 Aliens, and then Aquemini, go back and study Aquemini, and then Stankonia, and then the Speaker Box Love Below. That was their biggest album. Like commercially.
You can live without Speaker Box and Love Below.
No. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, you hush your mouth. You my brother. I love you, right? Now I'll take you off the stage. I'll take you off the stage. Hey, Quez, go back, go take a nice little drink of wine or something, whatever. Go back and listen to Speaker Box Love Below. Andre 3000 Love Below. Listen to Love Below from start. I was just like you. When I first heard the Sir, I was highly disappointed. I wanted to throw my CD out the bus window.
I actually like it. I'm just saying.
I liked it. You can't do without it.
I actually like both of them.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you
a little bit more.
I'm trying to tell you the two genius albums, one of the two greatest genius albums of all time, literally Machiavelli, because Machiavelli was ahead of his time, and Speaker Box Love Below. The Love Below was beyond his time, from start to finish.
We're gonna argue now, boy. No, it was not
genius.
I'll give you Machiavelli.
No, it was innovative. It was innovative, but I don't know if it was on the level of Machiavelli.
The musical components, when he was talking about his spinning, bro, the last song alone on Love Below, where he got into his bars and started spinning those bars, bro, Machiavelli, Speaker Box, Love Below. But again, my favorite Outkast album is always going to be Aquemini. That's just pure masterpiece. Nas is Illmatic. N.W.A. straight out of Compton. Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. Yeah, Doggy Style, classic. Genius.
I hear you.
Wait, you only like no true to the game? That's not classic.
I don't agree, but I hear you.
Hey, I stand on it. I stand on business.
I just wouldn't put Speak Box and Love Below up there with Machiavelli.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't personally do that.
It's ahead of its time. I know it's commercial as hell. I hated that song at first. But when I went back and listened to it,
you talking about the Hey Ya?
I'm a musical dude. He was genius for it.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Genius, I tell you. Genius.
Great album, not Machiavelli though.
Exactly. Nah. I'm surprised you said that, bro. You put Machiavelli up.
Those two don't go in the same box to me.
No. I said innovative and genius album. So my favorite album of all time, albums, Machiavelli, Aquemini. Those are my two tops.
Okay. I hear you. I'm just trying to figure out how Speaker Box and Love Below fit in there with
innovative. Okay. Even with Big Boy coming with the way you move. I'm talking about the songs, the actual songs that they wrote.
I thought
innovative.
I'm just
genius.
Genius. How did you put Speaker Box and Love Below?
So they went from Southern Player. I don't even know how to say it. They went from being like pimps. They went from being pimps in the South to essentially talking about futuristic stuff, talking about black excellence, talking about love in a different perspective. Saying like, dude, like this dude, these two dudes are geniuses. That album is a work of art. I can see why it sold the numbers it did. It was innovative. Another one of my favorite albums is Kanye West College Dropout.
It belonged with Speaker Box and the Love Below belongs in the same category as the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
I agree.
Machiavelli.
No, I'm talking about me personally, my favorites.
No, I know. I'm just me personally too.
Thoughts, views, and opinions.
Yes, exactly. Again, I wouldn't put Speaker Box Love Below above Aquemini. I told you Aquemini that's masterclass. That's masterclass. Machiavelli, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like when Machiavelli first came out, again, I was like, early teens. I didn't appreciate it because I thought the beats were simple. I'm like, oh man, where's the production? This isn't All Eyes on Me. And then it wasn't until literally, again, I was homeless at the time. I was in college, putting myself through school. The two albums I bumped and went back and studied because I was over there writing. I studied Machiavelli and Speaker Box. But when I tell you about Machiavelli, when you go back and listen to it from start to finish, I got chills. I'm like, this dude was speaking from a perspective of I'm not going to be here. I don't know when I'm going to go out, but if I go out, this is what it is. And he just gave you the realest, illest stuff that was so far beyond. He was giving you game, like leaving you with game, and knowing that he was going to leave. It was so innovative. It was a masterpiece.
Can I throw you a curveball since you like the sonically pleasing albums? What do you think about Field Mob from the Rooter to the Tutor?
Genius. They're genius. They're innovators too. Like that whole Dungeon Family camp. That Dungeon Family camp. I don't know. They think from the left side of their brains.
Oh, look who came back. Get your light-skinned self.
You know what? A lot of people don't realize who Tupac was talking about when he did that song, Me and My Girlfriend.
Right. They don't know he was talking about a pistol.
Yeah,
his gun.
What?
Yeah, he was talking about a pistol.
He wasn't talking about
my girlfriend blacker than the darkest night. No, my girlfriend blacker than the darkest night. When dudes act bitch, it made she got the heart to fight, nigga. My girlfriend, maybe 45, but she's still alive. One shot, busting niggas' heartbeat stop. What? Oh man, but he got that again from Nas. He took it and flipped it. I'm trying to tell you, like the innovativeness with man. All I need in this life is sin. Just me and my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? His questions about God with blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Like that one was
Jay-Z for
hard.
trying to do that song, bro. F Jay-Z and Beyonce for that, bro. They messed that up, man. I hate that. I hate the fact they came out their own version of that. Like,
Against our laws, hoping my thug. No, this be the realest I ever wrote. Against our laws, up in the studio getting blowed. He was calling out everybody like, "Hey, they're gonna unalive me anyway. Here it go, just raw." And it gave me chills. He was a prophet with that. Nas's Illmatic, another album just like that, just innovative.
I can't put Machiavelli above All Eyes on Me though. If we're talking about those albums, like
I'm talking about you talking about lyrics, hip hop message, like pure hip hop, whatever innovativeness. Machiavelli definitely goes above All Eyes on Me. But again, it's one of these things where you can debate even with Machiavelli and Me Against the World. Me Against the World was ahead of his time. But when he came with ambitions as a writer with the production, when Tupac's production stepped up, shout out to Daz, shout out to Johnny J, R.I.P., shout out to DJ Quick, shout out to the dudes from the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Even shout out to Dr. Dre. Like the production that went into that album, sonically. But again, it wouldn't be anything without your boy Method, DJ Quick. It wouldn't be nothing because he mixed the whole thing.
DJ Quick, most underrated producer ever. Ever.
And he was like, he'll always go down as my favorite West Coast artist, man.
Ever. And not even as an artist. I'm talking about just production.
Yeah.
His instrumentation, the way he uses music is unheard
Like I
of.
told you, them drums in the club. And he did, I think, Heat and Fit for 50 Cent's debut album. You know, he did stuff with Madonna. He did stuff with Jay-Z. He did stuff with Janet. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude, he
Quick. He was a great hip hop artist, but behind them boards,
he's
a legend, bro.
That man's dangerous behind them boards.
Yeah.
Again, an unknown fact, his group Penthouse Players was signed underneath Ruthless Records. There goes another N.W.A. contribution. Is DJ Quick.
Now we gotta take him off the list.
Oh my god! I just realized we're in overtime like crazy over this.
Yes.
I saw the moment Derek decided to go over. I saw his face.
Yeah, we were so long. Jeff came back.
I already knew it was going over. I was just taking my time driving.
It's Rob's fault. It's Rob's fault. He said, "Why is Jeezy on here? Where's the Chronic?" And I'm like, you know what? Slap myself. Right.
Yeah. Why did Jeezy get on there?
No, Jeezy had a good debut, just not as strong as the others.
Yeah, but what about Jock though, bro? Like, Jeezy was hard though. Jeezy's
hard. He was hard.
OJ the Juice Man had a better debut than Jeezy.
Not really.
Vanilla Ice had a better debut. I said it. Vanilla Ice sold a lot too, bro. Like, damn.
Right.
You didn't see him on the list. That was Google AI. So Funk, Vanilla Ice, and his Trump loving buddy.
Yeah.
Yes. So which one are you going with of the four right now? So let's just play imaginary player real quick.
Before that's on the.
Yeah, we're gonna play. No, we're gonna play imaginary player real quick. We're gonna take Jeezy off. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna replace it with Dr. Dre's The Chronic. So you have 50 Cent, Snoop Doggy Dogg, DMX, and then just imagine this is Dr. Dre The Chronic.
Damn, that's a hard one.
Right. When you put the Chronic in it, it just made it damn near impossible. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
That's where this argument started from.
Yeah. That's hard.
She's I'll take.
That was my whole high school year. The Chronic.
Right. The soundtrack to your life. You know what I'm saying? Was all.
You gotta take a shot like a
I
dude.
wasn't even supposed to be listening to that.
You know, Ella, in the I BS you not, bro. In the 5th grade, you know, you have to write like your stuff at the end of the school year, your favorite song and everything else. My mind was nothing but a G thing in the 5th grade, bro. And yeah,
Hey, boys and girls, when you grow up, what do you want to be? I want to be a motherfucking
I
hustler.
want to be a motherfucking gangster. Hey, shout out to my pops if he's watching, because my mom wouldn't let me listen to some of these. Well, here's the thing, the ironic thing. My very first rap album that she bought that wasn't Criss Cross or MC Hammer was Murder Was the Case. She bought Murder Was the Case. And then got mad at me when when my Biggie album, she took that away. But when I was with my pops, we was bumping Redman, 8-Ball MJG, Mystical,
8-Ball and MJG,
Public Enemy, lay it down, you O's lay it down. We bumping Spice One, Scarface, you know what I'm saying? Like
I was in there.
When you with your dad, you get all the bad stuff and you gotta swallow.
I'm saying adoration. He let me curse. He said you better not say the word around your mama. Better not say the word around your mama. If she asks me, I'm gonna deny it. But he let me curse with him with the song going on. That's how I learned how to rap, was with him with these tapes. I learned from him.
Murder Was the Case was a dope album too.
Yeah, that was.
I still got What Would You Do right on my playlist, bro.
What Would You Do hard. Hey, but a lot of people don't know too. One of my favorite cuts on there is 21st Jump Street with Snoop, Trey D. But Daz, shout out to Daz. But my favorite song on there was Dog Pound and Jodeci. If you come up, get done up. Inside, let me run up. That the production on that song, hard, just hard. But ain't no soundtrack that was better than like Above the Rim or the Soul Food soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the Above the Rim soundtrack was. Don't get me wrong, I had both. The Above the Rim soundtrack was like super dope though. It was like really dope. It was that was under Death Row Records, wasn't it?
Again. They need to start making soundtracks to these movies again. You know what I'm saying? Dope ones. Not this bullshit AI generated music. You know what I'm saying? Like real soundtracks.
Yeah. You know what? All right, y'all. We ran over. We can talk about music all day. I know I can. But we love y'all. We'll pick it up on the next one. We'll make it tough. We're gonna put the Chronic on there. Thank you to the Facebookers. Thank you to the YouTubers. We will see you on the next one. Peace.